What's up, good people? Welcome back to another video. My name is Dree. This is the Dree Way. I talk about everything from lifestyle, fashion, home, and today we're going to be having a makeover. I'm going to be remaking my work from home space that kind of sits between my living room and my kitchen to make it its own cohesive, cozy vibe. So if you like that type of content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into today's video.
Yeah, outside, front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade.
It's time for me to make over my desk space, desk area, because I need to zhuzh it up. It needs to be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. My desk space is currently in my living room dining area. So yeah. Okay, so starting off with the desk. As you can see, this is like what I am working with, and we need a lot of stuff. But I'm going to try to use everything that I already have to some degree, because I do think I'm getting a new chair. However, I really didn't want to get a new desk. I have a flexi spot standing desk. I've had it for about 2 to 3 years. Love it. Nothing's wrong with it. Good condition. However, I am over the white, and I want to transition it to more of a walnut and black situation. What the plan is going to be take the desktop and put contact paper over it, and then I'm going to spray paint the actual desk black. My walls definitely probably gonna stay light, but this wall you see back here, I do want to change this wall black. So that's also coming up. But step one is to see if the desk can do what I need the desk to do. So that's where we're gonna start. Let me see what I can do with this desk, child. I really don't want to buy a new desk, but if we got to, we got to. But I really want to use what I already have, and I think I can make it work. Let's see how this turns out, child. Let's see. Okay, so I started spraying because my camera died. But anywho, this is where we are so far. So I just put the desktop to the side, and it's coming out pretty good. So I'm just trying not to do too much, but I am trying to hurry up. I do suggest wearing a mask and doing all the things I'll be telling you I'll do as I say, not what I do. Okay. I'm trying to do it in slight motions because I don't want it to be dripping. And FYI, this little piece in the front is an addition that I bought. I think I paid like $70 for this. I will put it in the description. So if you do have a standing desk and it's moving or shaking, you can buy that little bar and attach it to most standard standing desks. And I think it do come in different sizes. Don't quote me on that, but I will put it in the description box because it definitely was a game changer. Because when it going up and going down, or you move your mouse and the whole desk shake, that was annoying. So yes, and I know it might be loud because the windows is open, of course, because we don't want to die. But yeah, let me go ahead and get all the parts that I missed, and I'll be back. Okay, good people, so we are now painting the accent wall black. At first I was like, I don't know, and then it's giving very much right now, trust the process. But I think it's gonna be cute. I'm still waiting on a few things from Amazon that I ordered that's supposed to come in today for the desk. So we gonna get back to the desk in a minute. But I decided to go ahead and paint the wall. I can't paint the very top because my ladder don't come to tomorrow. But I figure I could do the majority of the wall today and then paint the top tomorrow, because I'm probably gonna do a second coat. But so far so good. For the desk, I have decided that I want to do I want to attempt at some edge banding. So I ordered some on Amazon, which is why we not doing the desk stuff right now. I really want to start tapping into when I do my DIYs. I normally do a good job at doing DIYs. They've come a long way, but I really want to make sure the DIY looks like fire, not just like a DIY. You know what I'm talking about? But it do come with time. It do come with trying new stuff. I've never personally used edge banding. I've seen people use it, but we gonna try it today. So when that come, I probably leave the wall alone. So once they get here, we will go ahead and tackle that. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint as much of this wall as I can. At least try to get a nice first coat. As you can see, the wall turned out pretty good. I'm trying to get it without the light reflecting, but I'm going to go and do one more coat, but I think I'm gonna let it go ahead and dry down all the way. It's pretty much dry, but I'm probably gonna let it sit overnight so that I can do the top part. And like I told you, I'm waiting on my ladder, so once my ladder get here, then I'm gonna do the top part. I could have reached closer with the roller, but I didn't want to risk it because I don't want to have to do any touching up to the ceiling. But yeah, almost done. Definitely it's coming together. Once I show you the whole space, it makes the space look so much bigger, but I'm pretty sure it's just because it's putting emphasis on the taller ceiling. The ceilings are tall, but painting that wall black just shows just how tall the ceilings are. So yesterday I actually had to go in and paint the other part of the rail because I had it on the lowest setting. So I had to plug in the desk, bring it all the way to the top, and then spray paint the other part, which I'm so happy I remember. So yeah, spray paint is done today. Came out good. Happy with the outcome. I love this kind of flat black situation. I also really love the top. So this is it doesn't give a name, but this is the brand that I use, the Contact Creative covering. And yep, so today I finally got in the edge banding, and this is what it came with. I don't know why I realized that whole spiel. Y'all probably didn't hear that well because the window opened and my mic was off. I put some captions in the video if it's really low. I need to work on a better mic situation. I need to work on a better camera situation, but that's in the works because I love the DJI. Lord, I love the DJI. Out of the pocket too, love it. But for some stuff, I just need a camera. But we move one problem at a time, and the first problem is this edge banding. Okay, so now I put a little tape on there to just help hold it up while we doing it. Let's recap what I've done so far. I went ahead and painted this back wall all black, which took some time, mainly because I'm 5'2" and the wall is 9 feet. However, we got that accomplished. And then I remade the desktop. So I was able to add the edge banding, and then I put the contact paper on top. However, after living with this for some time, I realized that I want a longer tabletop. I kind of wanted to extend more across the black wall, giving it a more balanced and anchored feel. So I went ahead and ordered a tabletop, but I still wanted to show you this tabletop just because it did come out successfully. The edge band definitely was a little tricky, but after a couple tries we got it. And then of course I spray painted the legs from white to black because I'm tapping out of my all white furniture era. And I'm also thinking I'm going to switch out my monitor stand for a monitor arm. But let's go ahead and unbox the new desktop to see what it's given. I was a bit nervous because I ordered this from Wayfair. And supposedly it said that I had to go back yesterday for a QC check. Now, in my head, that means quality control, right? So I could see where it was open and then closed back. Okay. It's definitely really pretty. Looking for any cracks, any nonsense, because it's gonna go right back to the people's stuff. But I love the coloring. I love it. Like, it has a warm hint, but it's not too warm. And I know in the camera it's probably looking real cool tone, but once we get her in the light and put her on, we'll be able to see. So I originally was going to get I think it's like 0.07 inch, but I didn't want it to be too thin, and I do think that this 1 inch is nice, and it gives me space to be able to nail in the legs. So let's take down the original setup so I can get this new tabletop on those legs, make sure it works properly. Let's go. So I'm back, and I was able to go ahead and add the new desktop to my old desk legs, and it turned out gorgeous, which I kind of felt like it would. I was nervous though about the tabletop. I actually ordered that tabletop from Wayfair, and it was supposed to be delivered yesterday. However, tracking said that it was sent back to the facility because of a QC check. So I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, oh my God, it's broke. Or they broke it in transit, because I saw some reviews of some other people. It was like, oh, it came damaged. So then I was like, I'm gonna get it and it's gonna be damaged. And that's, just thinking about it was exhausting. So it came today. not damaged at all, so happy about that. Thank you, Wayfair, because I ain't had the time for that drama. But I love the color, and I love that dark walnut popping off that black wall. Chef kiss, love that. I may go ahead and finish it, but probably not in this video. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get this desk set up completed, but in the future I may finish it. I'm still trying to decide between a poly, the poly one versus a natural oil. So I'm thinking I want to do like a Danish oil, but I don't know. I'm still working on that, so I'll let you know what I end up doing later. However, I want to go ahead and show you some things that I did pick up to add to my desk setup. Now, I did get, some of this is just to make my life easier. So I got this 4-port USB hub. This is mainly also for my, I have a MacBook Pro and I have 2 MacBook Airs. And for my newest MacBook Air, of course, you know, there's only like 2 USB-C ports. So this allows me to be able to insert my hard drive and my memory card reader at the same time with just the 1 port, of course, and still allows me to use my display screen. So that's pretty much what this is for. I do think I want to get a nice one in the future, but for right now, this fits the bill. It has 2 USB-C ports and then 2 traditional USB ports. Also got this headset stand, and this is for my Apple Pro Max headphones. I wanted to kind of get a headset stand so that they're just not laying all over the place as they move. Definitely very sturdy. It's way more sturdy than I thought it was going to be. But this is the base. It comes with the actual stand and then the other pieces on there too. And it looks like you have to screw it in, so I'll get into that a little bit later. Next, in order to keep the vibes kind of like black, as you may have seen, I do have a Apple Magic, I think it's called Apple Magic Keys keyboard, the Apple keyboard, and I wanted to change it black, but I did not want to pay for a new keyboard just to get it black when there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I did get this keyboard cover. It is just your traditional cover. This one seems to be a little nicer quality though, but we will see when we test it out. Additionally, I did get an Apple trackpad, which is like a replacement for our actual mouse. I have been trying it out a little bit and I absolutely love it. So I'm actually going to be doing a review and unboxing on my second channel, which is the Diary of a Compliance Insider. Over there I talk about everything compliance, tech gadgets, and all the things tech related. So if you're into that type of content or just want to see like different tech gadget reviews, camera reviews, etc., make sure you head over to A Diary of a Compliance Insider, and the link will also be in the description to see how I end up liking that trackpad and is it worth it. Because I definitely had the original Magic Mouse and I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But anywho, let's move on. Lastly, I've really been debating on if I wanted to change out my monitor stand. I have a Samsung, I think it's like the MS8 or MS7. I'll put the correct name on the screen. However, it comes with a very like really cute black white aesthetic base. It's very much a budget friendly dupe for the Apple display. So if you want the Apple display but you don't want to pay the price tag, but you want something around that same kind of like aesthetic, then this monitor is definitely for you. Absolutely love it down. It also seconds as a TV, so I can literally watch TV on my apps. It comes on like a TV but function like a complete display. It also has built-in speakers as well because you can use it as a TV. The speakers are actually really good. So with that being said, I wasn't sure if I wanted to remove the base or not. However, I do want to kind of continue with like this, however, I do want to continue with the all black theme because that's kind of where we're leaning. However, additionally with that, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to go ahead and just completely remove the base. However, I realized that not using the base gives me more desk space. Before I got this monitor, I had was it an Ace monitor? I had another monitor that was 32 inches. It was actually a 32-inch curve monitor, and I ended up giving it to my nephews for gaming. But I had that monitor on that same desktop, and I had all the space that I needed. But because the actual stand takes up space, I just feel like it doesn't leave me with a lot of actual desk space. So I decided to go, I don't know why I hit the box guard, but I decided to go and get a monitor arm. I originally had a monitor arm that, again, I gave away to my nephews with my last monitor because they game and they wanted the monitor that they wanted my old monitor, so I gave it all to them. But here we are. So I ended up buying another one, and after all of my lessons learned with my last with my last monitor arm, I think this should be really heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and add this just to make sure it is functioning properly, because again, I have had to return a monitor arm for being flimsy, and if the monitor arm is a piece of trash, it's not going to hold up the monitor accurately. It's not holding up the monitor accurately. Now you're risking having to rebuy a $400 or $500 monitor. So let's go ahead and put it together and see how it comes out and make sure it holds my monitor appropriately. And lastly, I actually bought another Billy bookcase shelf. I know, I'm a Billy bookcase girl. It is what it is. But I bought a small one, the same as the white one. However, I bought it in the black wood grain color. And hopefully it's black and not that brown black. I'll pray for the best. If it is that brown black, I'm paying over it, which defeat the purpose. I think this one is going to be black because this one didn't have black brown, it had wood grain black. So we just gonna hope for the best. It's gonna be here Friday, so we'll know in a day or two when it gets here the actual color. I'm hoping, I'm really praying it's black. But even if it's that black brown, I think it's gonna go really good with the walnut. So either way, it should be a win. So anywho, I bought the bookshelf in black, and then I also bought 2 extenders in black. I bought an additional door because I wanted to be half closed storage and then half open storage. We're gonna see how that turns out. So for right now, let's go ahead and put this monitor arm up, and hopefully it holds up my monitor. What's up, good people? So I'm back working on my desk space, and as you can see, I was able to go ahead and put my monitor stand on. I had to work today, so I had to get that done, but I put my monitor stand on. It's working lovely. I did have an issue with the USB cord. It's a USB-C. It's supposed to be able to be charged through there, but it's not working. And I tried all the solutions, nothing worked. However, I did get credited back the difference between the non-charger one. So there's that. And yeah, I'm absolutely in love with the desktop space. I really think that was a game changer, and I really do think that I needed to make my desk a little larger. And the monitor stand and taking off the large stand helped 1,000%. However, today we're going to be going ahead and building some more furniture. I have my bookshelf that I want to put here. It is a Billy bookshelf in black, almost the same size as the white one, but actually identical same size as the white one. But I did buy some extenders and a door, so let's go ahead and put that together. I'm so happy it's black and not black brown. Absolutely love this for me. Let's continue. Hi. Good.
Sorry about the wait.
No, you're good.
Perfect. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Thank you. You too. Yo, IKEA definitely doing better. The pre-hold insert, like the pre-hold backing, chef kiss. So it's like you take this one and then you put this one inside of it. I'm loving this. I guess they got the memo. Okay, IKEA. But I always go and I mark off. Can you see that? I always go and I mark off the middle, like where those lines are, because we definitely gonna reinforce it. But normally you have to like figure it out, but it's already done for you. Come on, IKEA, that's what I'm talking about. Make my life easier. So now I'm about to go ahead, this sweatshirt's huge. I'm about to go ahead and put together the extenders so it can go taller and put the door on. And then we're done for the desk for tonight. So as you can see, I was able to get the bookshelf up and to the corner, and it does go almost to the ceiling. Like, it's like a little sliver. And I think probably in a future video I am going to refresh this space and create like a little built-in situation to make it like touch the ceiling. But for now, this shall do. And as you can see, we got the arm mount up, monitor in the desk setup, rug still missing. Have no idea what I'm gonna do for a rug. It's always the last thing that I get because I don't know. And it may be in this video, it may not, because I'm still working on the living room space, and that rug is going to depend on what I end up doing for the rug here. So with that being said, there may or may not be a rug in this makeover. However, let's go ahead and start my favorite part, which is decorating. So this concludes my office space makeover. I really hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you can see what space I make over next. But until then, I'll see you good people later. Bye.